Alright, today we're doing a video about the X-Class versus the Kepler. We are going to be racing the X-Class and the Kepler today down this road right here. It may get a little busy because we got a moving truck over here. For some reason on a Saturday, they decided that it was a good idea to start making a bunch of noise right when I hit record. These are two of my favorite bikes in the Ariel Rider lineup. I really like them. I think they both have their own use cases. They're both different types of bikes, so I just wanted to do a video comparing them. They do have the same motor, rear hub motor. It's a Bafang 1000 watt nominal motor. They both peak at like 16 to 1800 watts roughly. We do have V tires on both of these. Now they're two different sets of V tires, so that might throw the test off a tiny bit, but not very much. And they both are supposed to get about the same top speed. This one only gets 32, this one gets 35. I think it has something to do with the bigger wheels. We're going to take both of these out, race them against each other. I'm going to take the X-Class out, race it down one side of the road, take the Kepler out, race it down the other side, stitch the video together so we can get a true race with the same rider weight, and then from there we'll do some other tests as well and later on in this video. So stay tuned. We're going to move the camera out there and fly the drone apparently, and hopefully we don't run into any trees, but this is it. Alright, so here's the first bike, the Ariel Rider Kepler. I'm going to go down to the end of this road and whip a Yui. We're going to start at this line for both bikes. This bike on one side, the other bike on the other. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're doing this throttle only. And once we hit this sign right here, no parking, that's almost 30 miles an hour. So there's that. Now, that's not top speed by any means, but we gotta do this kind of quick. 3, 2, 1, go. Throttle only, all the way down to the no parking sign. Woo! It's a little windy. Apologies. I don't have my GPS app up on this one. There we go. I got a feeling that the Kepler is gonna win.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on.
Alright, today's video is about the X-Class versus Kepler. We're going to go through and kind of compare the two just side by side right here. Now I have V tires on both of these bikes like I've already said, so you're going to have a little bit different tires than your stock tires, but it's not going to make too much of a difference in all the tests we run today in this video. I always have the question, which one do I like better? I see people always saying the X-Class, I see the other side saying Keplers. It really just depends on what you want. It's really hard to choose between these two, and that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. If it was me and I only had one choice and I had the extra money, I would definitely get the X-Class. The reason why I like the X-Class better is because I feel more comfortable on it. When I'm riding even long distances, even with a nice padded seat and a suspension seat post, I still feel more comfortable on that bike. I don't know if it's just like my stance, and of course I can adjust this to accommodate because this has an adjustable stem unlike the X-Class. I definitely prefer the X-Class as far as just zooming around town. Now if I want to go out and get a little bit of exercise and ride and be able to pedal, I'm going to choose this bike. But having both of them together just complements each other. And if you have one or the other and you want to get a different bike, I definitely would recommend both of these bikes 100%. Now that's not just because I'm an Ariel Rider brand ambassador. I've tested and reviewed a lot of e-bikes, and these are top notch for the price that you get. Now if your budget is limited, the Kepler is probably one of the best buys out there right now. You get quality, it looks good, the step-through frame even looks good. I'm not really a fan of step-through frames, but on both of these bikes they look really good, so whether you're a man or a woman, these will be good for you. They do make other colors, of course, so you can go on their website and check that out. If you're looking at e-bikes, these two are probably your top e-bikes to look at right now. Now if you want to go a little bit further than this, I'd highly recommend the Grizzly for the price. The price to performance on all of these bikes is not going to compare to anything else. This is going to be probably one of the best buys you can find. Now, one of the things in this box is something that everybody's been waiting for. I'm going to show it to you as soon as I get done demonstrating this, but the first thing we're going to do here is do a get on the bike and show you what it looks like and how I get on the bike. If I had the high step Kepler, I don't know if I would particularly like it because I can swing my leg over like that and get on the bike, but it's not the easiest. I prefer to just go right through here and get on the bike like this. Now I have my phone in my back pocket, but as you can see with the seat height that I got it at right now, I can actually tippy toe. I can't flat foot. Even me at 6'2", I can't flat foot this bike unless I put the seat all the way down, which is fine. You just got to get comfortable with that. Getting off the bike, try to find a curb, step off into the middle if you have to. It really just depends on your circumstance, but getting on and off this bike is super easy. Now here's the X-Class. Like I said, I prefer this bike. I'll swing my leg over usually just because it's not as high, but also you can just go like right through here and get on, which is really nice. And I don't know if it's just like this is a perfect seat height to me at 6'2", but this is like the perfect stance for me when I'm riding. I'd much rather ride on this bike with the BMX handlebars and the motorcycle frame than the Kepler just because of its looks and comfort. Now they both have pretty much all the same components. The Kepler does not have rear suspension. The 52 volt X-Class does. They both have fenders, they both have hydraulic brakes, both have the same type of motor. The Kepler is a little bit faster and I think stronger because of the size of the tires, and maybe the motor's a little bit more beefed up. I really don't know, but they're both incredibly powerful for what you get. They both have pretty big batteries. They both have 20 amp hour batteries. They're super comparable, and that's why I wanted to do this video. Now I'm also going to be comparing the X-Class and the Grizzly together. I'll be getting the Grizzly very soon, either this week or next week depending. But yeah, these are both wonderful bikes. I love them both, but if I had to choose one, it would be this one. And one of the biggest reasons why I would choose this one now is because of what's in this box. The difference between the stock X-Class and the stock Kepler is they do not have a rear rack on the back of the X-Class. The Kepler is the only one that comes with it. It is the biggest, beefiest rear rack that I've seen on an e-bike yet. It will hold 2 of these bags. You can get metal baskets that they sell as well for this. You can put 2 of those on here, or you can get milk crates or something like that. You can get creative and build your own setup back here. Definitely room for a lot of things, and I've seen people do a lot of things to these so far. So you could get child seats, you can do dog baskets, everything. Now the Kepler does have a mount here for a front rack. I believe they have the flat rack and the basket, so you can choose either one. But yeah, so the Kepler comes with a rack. That's a big thing. Now unfortunately the X-Class doesn't. The only one they have in stock right now that sits right here is the normal cargo rack. It takes place of this. Now what we got in this box is like gold. Everybody wants one. They don't have them in stock. It's been a while since they've had them in stock. We're going to see what's special in this box. I think most of you already know, but I haven't even opened this all the way, and I don't even know what it looks like. So there's the hardware. Here we go. And that is the Cargo Plus rack for the X-Class and the Grizzly. This thing will allow me to still have my extended saddle on top of this, so it'll go like right here under the seat, and then I'll still have a place for a bag or a basket or anything. I'm probably going to put my dog back here and take him for rides. So basically the seat will come out, we'll put this on, the seat will go over this, and we'll cinch it together. Now, how did I get one? Well, that's because they're releasing these today. These are currently in stock right now as of this video. They're going for $109. Get yours today. They should have enough to serve everybody. I'm excited to put this on the X-Class right now. That's what we're going to do. And then after I get done installing this, we're going to take the Kepler out for a ride, and we're going to do the hill climbing test. Alright, here we are back again on the Kepler this time, doing the hill climbing test that we did with the X-Class. We're going to go up this hill with no weight on me, so we'll compare the numbers when we did the same thing with the X-Class to see what the Kepler does. And with the X-Class we did 14 to 15 miles per hour up this hill. We'll see what the top speed is once we get it going up this, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're going to do this throttle only, just like we did with the speed test in this video. We're going to do the same thing for this hill climb. Now we're going to see which one is more powerful. Is the X-Class more powerful climbing this hill, or is the Kepler more powerful climbing this hill? Currently we're doing 22 miles per hour. That's GPS verified, so we did the same thing with the X-Class. We'll know exactly what the differences are. Looks like we're at 15. Seems very similar to what I did with the X-Class. Again, this has way bigger tires and wheels, so you're going to get a little bit, 14. Pretty much the exact same spot, but we were hitting 14 and 15 all the way up this hill with the X-Class. Now it's pretty steady. Nope. So it's almost identical to what the X-Class can do climbing hills. So we can go up hills about the exact same. So no matter if you get the X-Class or the Kepler, you're going to have the same results, or very similar, just like the speed. You know, we raced, it was almost identical speed wise. So what that means is no matter which one you choose, if you're on the fence on which one to go with, you're going to get the same performance out of each one. So now we are going to do the same test on the other hill with the Kepler to see what the differences are between the X-Class and the Kepler. So 3, 2, 1, go. And these people are staring at me like, what's this guy doing? Oh, and there's a car. We'll try to stay out of his way. I'll try to stay. We went like this when we passed the bikers in that video. Passed them, went over here like this, I think, if I remember correctly. My bag was sitting right there. And almost exactly the same, maybe a little bit more powerful. I'll have to go back and look at that test to see how the X-Class did. It was almost identical though. Like I said, it's not really going to matter which bike you go with as far as performance goes. You're going to get similar performance out of both of them. Well, I appreciate you all watching this video. It's one that I've been planning for a long time. Ever since I got the X-Class, I knew I was going to make this video. So I wanted to really dive deep into how I felt about each one. So don't be offended by my feelings. I'm sure my feelings could be different than yours, or it could be the same. I personally love both bikes. It is like a very, very, very small, slender difference to me in which one I ride. If I had either one, I would be super happy. I just prefer the X-Class personally. I like the way it feels when I ride. I like the stability of it. I like the stance. Like, this is a good stance too, but I like everything about the X-Class. And even with the stock seat or the upgraded brown saddle set, I think it's more comfortable than sitting on a regular bike seat. If you haven't already and you enjoyed this video, I really would appreciate it if you went down there and hit that like button. Of course, if you want to see more Ariel Rider content, go down there. Hit that subscribe button. After you hit subscribe, hit the bell next to it so you can be notified when I upload. And leave a comment down below and let me know which bike is your favorite. Do you like the X-Class or do you like the Kepler? I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.